Hello everyone, this is episode number 2 of practicing and mastering bead crochet. In the first episode, I have shown you how to start a bead crochet rope with these big beads in 6 different colors, and we made a spiral rope like this. And today we are going to graduate from these bigger beads to smaller beads. These are all size 8 beads in different colors. So the thread that I had used for my first episode is this thick thread, but for today's practice I am going to use this cotton thread, which is size 20, and it is thinner than the blue thread. We are going to be using the same thread throughout. See, if you can see, this part is hard and this part is more flexible. That's because of the size of the beads. So let's get started. So here I have the big beads in 6 different colors, which I had used in the first episode. Then I have the size 8 beads in 4 different colors, and the thread is cotton thread size 20. So these beads essentially should be smaller than the bigger beads. It can be of any quality, locally bought and uneven in size, it doesn't matter. For practice you can use 2 different size of beads, that's what matters. And then you will need the crochet hook to match your thread. This is 1 mm, which matches my size 20 thread. And when you are using the smaller beads, you should just take care to see that the holes of these beads will accommodate the thread that you are using. The holes must be big enough for that. And you know why I have this here in the side? This is to tempt you to learn bead crochet quickly, so you can make your own beautiful ropes and enjoy them. Let me move these beads away now and show you the stringing order. You should start stringing the beads onto the ball of thread. With the thread attached, you should not cut it, and you should string it in the order I told you. So this pattern beads will be the first that you will string on. See, it will be in groups of 6 like this. You see, 2 gold, 2 red and 2 greens. So you will follow this pattern to string for a few inches for practice. And you will see that the thread is still attached to the ball. And next you will string a length of green color beads. It should also be in multiples of 6 preferably. And then of course you know how to do this part. If you have watched episode 1, you would know that. So this is also groups of 6 in 6 different colors. Because it's a 6 bead rope, so it's better that you have multiples of 6. So to start, we have to do the slip knot, and then proceed by making the 6 chain stitches and joining it. So now I will leave it here, and I will let you watch me doing this in real time. So thank you for patiently watching. Now we have finished all the bigger beads now, and we have come to the, so you can see the spiral formed nicely now. And now every time you don't have to go through the process of making this part of the bead crochet rope, because once you make this will become your base, and using this base we can further make our ropes from this base. So that I will be explaining to you in for future episodes. So this problem of making the beginning and then getting the spiral and making this rope is only for once you have made that much, then from this we can proceed making use this as the base and make the other ropes. So that I'll be teaching, like I told you, that will be in the future episodes. Now to begin working the smaller beads, it is no different from how you worked with the bigger beads. So just continue working like as though they were the same beads that you are working. But since these are small beads, and if it's the first time that you're handling this, it would be a little change for you, but you would very soon get used to this also. And now you have something to hold on to substantially, so your work will be a little more easier than when you are working with the thinner beads in the beginning. So you have a small rope at the bottom now, which you can firmly hold on to, and so your practice and work becomes much more easier now. So here also, if you see, I am working the bead crochet slip stitch, but this is just in one movement. I am inserting the needle to the left of the bead, and at the same time you see the working thread is on top of my needle. I bring down the bead and make the slip stitch. So this is just one step, but the position of the bead, the thread, the needle and everything will work in coordination. Here you see you have completed one round now, and we have made use 6 beads. See, the beads that you notice here are lying flat, and the green beads are standing straight up. So that means the beads below have been completely worked into, and you have now made a 6 bead beginning again. Okay, continue working like this. Since this has no color code or anything, you have no problem in looking out for the same color beads. So you just have to watch out that you are working in all the 6 beads in the circle. So continue working, and from time to time you should keep checking whether you have 6 beads in a circle. So when you look up from here, you should be able to see 6 beads at a time. 6 beads in a row, like one of them will be up and down, but that you will be able to see 6 beads properly. I'm checking again. Yeah, I have 6 beads. So let's continue. So we have done about 2 rows and 3 rows. We are heading into the 4th row now. By now, you see, so now after some time when I check, you can see there's only 5 beads now. Okay, so what has happened is somewhere I have skipped working 1 bead, and my rope has become only 5 beads. So this is not what we want. We want a rope with 6 beads. So if you continue like this, your tube will become thinner. So we have to identify where is the mistake. So look around, turn your tube around and look. And when you look below, in one place, see, you see all the beads are falling flat, right? So but in only one place, as you look around, see here you can see only one bead is standing straight up. So that means that bead is the one that I have skipped and did not work into, and that's why I got only 5 beads now. So this has to be rectified. To rectify that, the only way is to pull out the work that we have done so far, and until you reach that bead where there's a mistake, and crochet again. Okay, so only that bead is the one which is the mistake, so it's easy for us to identify that. So pull out your work very gently. It's easy to pull it out, so if you tug it hard, you might pull out more than necessary. So pull it very gently and make sure that you remove the beads only till where you want them to, like you only till the place where there is a mistake. Okay, so see, I have removed my work or my beads till the place of the mistake. And now I am going to put my hook into the loop again, and I have to continue my work as usual. Now notice that there are 6 beads now. You can see there are 6 beads around now. So what I did was, see, instead of working into that bead, what I did was I skipped that bead and did my slip stitch into the next bead. So that was the mistake. You see, that is where I have to work, right? Okay, instead of that, if I leave that and do my slip stitch in the next bead, then we'll see what happens. See, I did the slip stitch in the next bead, and then you see one of the bead, this one is standing up straight. That means I have skipped a bead there. So sometimes when you immediately look down the rope, you will be able to find out, but sometimes you may not know and will proceed, and then later only will find out that there is a bead missing. So this mistake is something which is sometimes is common, but every few rows, if you keep checking, we can avoid that mistake. There you see, now it's set right now. Okay, so once again I want to show you the beads that we just did the slip stitches. They are all standing straight. The beads below that, you see, are all lying flat. I have completed all the green beads that is there now, and now I have reached the beads which are coming in a pattern. So again, there is nothing to change in your stitch or anything. You will just continue working the beads as it comes in your thread, and then you will see that you have formed a spiral. Now these are very easy patterns where there is a specific number like 222 and like that, so it is easy at least for us to know that which bead is going to come next and what. But if you're doing very complicated patterns, that's going to not be so easy. Then you have to be very careful about how you thread your beads properly in as given in the pattern. See, this is the way I hold the thread in real time. If you have seen me working in real, this is how it will be. If it's not right under the camera and under the lights, so my thread tension will be like this, and my working position also would be like this. But if I'm filming, I will put my hands on the table, and my work will be right under the camera, and my lights will be on overhead, so that is a different position. So as we proceed, we have come to the end of the beads that we have put in. A few more beads to work, and then we'll finish this practice rope. and this is the last bead that we are working into. And when you finish with the last bead, you will just make a chain stitch and pull it out like this and cut the thread there. So here it is done. So this itself will become a starter rope for you. Okay, so see how thick it is here, and here see how flexible it is. So this is episode number 2, where you have graduated to thinner beads and thinner thread. Thank you.